The 48 Laws of Power are excellent, if potentially psychopathic, maxims for achieving greater success in professional circumstances. For more insight into psychopathy in business and how to counter it in other people, refer to the videos on Surrounded by Psychopaths and The Wisdom of Psychopaths. One problem with the book, The 48 Laws of Power, is that the structure does not allow us to easily consider which laws are most applicable to our current goals or circumstances. However, they can be grouped together in various ways based on their themes and applications. By grouping the laws together, individuals can better understand the different strategies and principles that are most relevant to their personal or professional goals and use them more effectively in their everyday life. This video will outline several situations and the laws which best apply to each. The laws which relate to power and strategy are relevant to individuals who are looking to gain and maintain power over others, whether it's taking a more unofficial leadership role within your team or seeking that contested promotion. These laws can help individuals become more effective in controlling and manipulating others to achieve their own goals. This group includes Law number 1, never outshine the master, which encourages not causing superiors to feel threatened in your efforts to be seen as the most effective member of your team. This may cause a backlash against your rise. Law number 2, never put too much trust in friends and learn how to use enemies, which warns against relying too much on other people who are also in the same race as you, but also to take information and advantages from unlikely sources when possible. Law number 3, conceal your intentions, which warns of being openly covetous of a particular position or power in favor of simply showing your suitability to hold it. Law 8, make other people come to you, will give off the appearance of you already possessing the necessary power and influence to manage others. Law 23, concentrate your forces, will help you achieve your ends by encouraging a laser-like focus on this goal. Law 32, play to people's fantasies, depending on how you look at it, is either a genuine or cynical attempt to garner support for your rise. And Law 45, preach the need for change, but never reform too much at once, will give you a nice smooth path to increased responsibility through the use of proactive but measured input. Don't outshine the master or cause yourself to be overworked in the pursuit of change. Laws of manipulation and influence are essential for individuals who wish to become more effective at persuading others to act in a certain way and achieve their goals through strategic manipulation. This group includes Law 15, crush your enemy totally, which advocates for the complete reduction of rivals to powerlessness. Law 16, use absence to increase respect and honor, which suggests that absence can work just as well as presence when it comes to manipulating others. Law 43, work on the hearts and minds of others, which advocates for knowing the desires and wants of people in your team and using that to achieve your own ends. Law number 2 also comes up here. Never put too much trust in friends and learn how to use enemies, of course, is a very important manipulation tool. We must appear to be friendly, but never allow yourself to rely totally on anybody else and never burn any bridges. Law 27, play on people's needs to believe to create a cult-like following, similar to Law 43. This will allow you to manipulate others through helping them achieve their own ends. And Law 38, think as you like, but behave like others, suggests that you should work with your team, be friendly with everybody, but of course be aware of the need to promote yourself. Laws regarding communication and persuasion. These laws all center around the idea that we should be good at communicating with other people, both in a professional and friendly context. This will allow us to persuade others and create loyal team members. This group includes Law number 5, guard your reputation, which of course means you should present a positive view of yourself to the people who you need to rely on in order to achieve your own ends. Law number 7, get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. This is about managing the communication between people on your level and your superiors to make sure that you are always in the spotlight. Law 29, plan all the way to the end. A very common law in many of the different categories we'll see today. You must plan your own progress to the end and be prepared to change your plan if necessary while the end goal remains the same. Law 9, win through your actions, never through argument. If you follow this rule, people will see you as a man or woman of action and not simply somebody who likes to run your mouth. Law 14, pose as a friend but work as a spy, advocates for you being friendly with other people, creating genuine connections, but at the same time not turning away opportunities to learn information which will help you later. Law 33. Discover each man's thumbscrew. In many ways, this law is the opposite of other laws relating to communication. We must understand not only what drives and motivates people around us, but also what they are afraid of, or what in particular will allow us control over them. And finally, Law 42, strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. Any other potential leaders in your group or people who seem to have influence, these are your most high priority targets when you plan your own rise. In the leadership and authority section, this is for people who have achieved a position of power and want to improve their overall effectiveness while cementing themselves in their position. These laws involve understanding the dynamics of social groups and being an effective leader. Law 6, court attention at all costs, comes up again. Of course, when you are the leader, you must make sure that you are in the spotlight when it comes to the work that your team has done, so that you are seen as an essential part of it. Make sure that your input and your achievements are visible. Law 14, pose as a friend, work as a spy, allows you to garner support from your team member and also from your superiors while taking in information that can help you and your team outshine others. And Law 27, play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following. Of course, you must continue to do this when you are in a leadership position. It will continue to pay dividends even when you have already, quote-unquote, won. You must show people that you are on their side and you are in this leadership role to deliver things which they also want. If you do this, you can get away with a lot of other things. Law 5, again, reputation is important. This relates to the previous law. Making sure that you are known in a certain way can actually matter more than what the majority of your decision-making adds up to. Law 7, get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. This one is obvious. Make sure that you are a very important pillar of the relationship between your superiors and your team members, and make sure that you are always in the spotlight. Law 29, plan all the way to the end. This is an essential skill for all leaders. It will help you define clear goals for your team and allow you to adapt to changing circumstances while remain focused. Law 43, work on the hearts and minds of others, also works in tandem with Law 27 to create loyal and energized team members. Rules which relate to adaptability and flexibility, of course, advocate for being adaptable because it is an important part of gaining and maintaining power. By being able to adjust your plans, take on different forms, and create distance when needed, you can be better prepared to navigate complex situations and achieve your goals. This includes Law 23, concentrate your forces, which suggests that you should focus your resources and energy on a single target to achieve maximum effect, but you should also be willing to shift your focus if circumstances change while maintaining the same degree of zeal. Law 32, play on people's fantasies, suggests that you should tailor your message and actions to appeal to people's desires and fantasies, even if they do change over time. This requires being adaptable and flexible in your approach to persuasion and influence. Law 48, assume formlessness, suggests that you should be adaptable by being unpredictable and taking on different forms depending on the situation. By being formless, you can easily avoid being trapped by your own rigid expectations and respond effectively to changing circumstances. Law 29, again, plan all the way to the end. The essence of this law is that you should plan your actions with your end goal in mind, but be prepared to adapt to the steps of your plan as circumstances change. The ability to be flexible and adjust your plans as needed is a key part of adaptability. Law 16, use absence to increase respect and honor. This suggests that you should sometimes take a step back and create some distance in a relationship or situation to increase your perceived value. In a sense, the adaptability here is accepting that you must sometimes be absent and not always present in order to exert your influence. For example, if you're in a situation where you do not have a lot of power and control, it may be beneficial to use your absence instead of risking causing trouble with your presence. By understanding and applying these different groups of laws, individuals can become more effective in their personal and professional lives. It's important to note, however, some of these laws may be controversial and potentially unethical, and they should be used with caution and careful consideration of their potential consequences.
MA